Good morning, students. So, we completed the electrophilic substitution at the saturated carbon atom topic and then the elimination reactions. Now, we are starting with our next topic, that is aromatic, electrophilic, electrophilic, and nucleophilic substitution, nucleophilic reactions. Aromatic, electrophilic, and nucleophilic reactions. Now, here, when we want to understand all the terms involved in this aromatic, electrophilic, and nucleophilic reactions, reactions that goes in a forward directions to substrate and a reagent reacts and gives you the formation of a product, that is the reaction. Nucleophilic, that is the attack of the negatively charged species, means nucleophile is a electron rich species, and so the reactions with nucleophilic reagents and electrophilic reactions. Electrophiles are the electron deficient species, electron deficient species, and so the reagent containing the electron deficient species will react with aromatic compound and give you the different reactions. So in this way, we want to deal with both the types of reactions, that is the electrophilic and nucleophilic reactions of the aromatic compounds. Now, the term aromatic that we studied in 12th standard in FYBSc and again in SYBSc also we studied that what is aromaticity. So according to the Huckel's rule, any cyclic, any cyclic planar, planar and fully conjugated system or molecule containing 4n plus 2 pi electrons shows aromatic behavior. Shows aromatic behavior. Now, any cyclic means ring compounds are there, and when we say cyclic compounds, we are having we have studied both the types of cyclic compounds, and in the monocyclic compounds, we have studied the benzene, that is the main and important aromatic compound. Planar means all the atoms involved in the ring formation are lying in one plane. Fully conjugated means the presence of alternate single and double bond, and such type of situation is seen in the structure of benzene. In structure of benzene. So in benzene, having the molecular formula C6S6, the structure is often written in this way, that the ring compounds and we write a circle at the center, which is nothing but can be written as in this way, or it is written as the presence of the alternate double and single bond in the two different ways. So there involves the presence of six carbons, and if you draw the structure, the planar structure of benzene, here we are getting that these six carbon atoms are lying in one plane, and when these six carbon atoms are lying in one plane, they are attached with one hydrogen atom, and this each carbon which is involved in the benzene ring is sp2 hybridized, is sp2 hybridized. And as it is sp2 hybridized, the geometry is trigonal planar. And it is when it is trigonal planar, means there is a presence of three hybrid orbitals and one unhybrid orbital. And so each carbon contains one unhybrid orbital. And so these unhybrid orbitals with each carbon atom, and when they come on the adjacent carbon atoms, they are having a tendency to overlap laterally and form a pi bond. And so in this way, it forms a pi bond. So in this way, there is a formation of three pi bonds. But as this overlap is possible, this overlap is also possible. Here again, this overlap is also possible. Means we can say that the overlaps of all the carbon atoms, all the unhybrid p orbitals is possible. Means there is a continuous delocalization. There is a continuous delocalization of these pi electrons throughout the ring. And so it forms the pi electron cloud above and below the plane of the ring. Above the plane of the ring and below the plane of the ring. And so this stabilizes the benzene ring, or we can say that the pi sigma electrons are shielded by the pi electron cloud. And so this compound is termed as your aromatic compound, and so is said to be having the aromaticity. And so as we have studied all the properties in details, now we say that benzene gives the substitution reactions rather than addition reactions, as benzene is having a structure in which there is a presence of three double bonds, and we say that the compounds containing double bond, that is the unsaturated system or unsaturated compound, gives addition reactions. So benzene is supposed to give the addition reactions, but benzene gives substitution reactions rather than addition reactions. So the first abnormal behavior, that benzene gives substitution reaction rather than addition, because the aromatic character is, suppose here benzene, if it gives the substitution reaction, here the hydrogen atom of the benzene ring is substituted by X and the HY is given out. This reaction is possible because the aromatic character of the benzene in the product is maintained. Aromatic character is retained. But if benzene gives substitution reaction, addition reaction, what will happen? Here the double bond will be converted into single bond, and here you will get this type of product where aromatic character is lost. Aromatic character is lost. And when the benzene retains its aromatic character, it becomes unstable. And so it does not exist. And so this reaction does not take place. It's a non-aromatic compound, and here the aromatic character is retained. Second thing, the carbon-carbon single bond length in aliphatic compounds, it is 1.54 angstroms, whereas the carbon-carbon double bond length is 1.34 angstroms in open chain compounds. But if you see the carbon-carbon single and carbon-carbon double bond length in benzene is 1.39 angstroms. This indicates that the bond length of both the double bond and single bond in benzene is found to be similar because due to the continuous delocalization of the pi electrons in the ring, and that's why the bond length is different, or it is 1.39 angstroms. So in this way we are able to deal with the different types. We want to deal with the different substitution reactions, that is either electrophilic or nucleophilic reactions of the aromatic compounds, by retaining the aromatic character. And so in the another concept or another point that we are supposed to discuss, suppose benzene gives you the different types of reactions. So benzene may undergo addition reactions with hydrogen. Suppose here we are going to get the addition reaction in presence of the catalyst nickel, and this is carried out at a very drastic conditions. At a very drastic conditions. So here the drastic condition is that we need higher temperatures and a higher atmospheric pressure is to be maintained, and then benzene is forcefully asked to undergo reaction, and here you get the formation of cyclohexane. This is the forceful reaction. And so in this way this molecule or these drastic conditions are not suitable. So normally benzene undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions. Benzene undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions. So the electrophile is getting added. We have studied the different electrophilic substitution reactions, and here we get the substituted product. The hydrogen atom of benzene is replaced by the. Now why it gives electrophilic substitution reaction? Because benzene contains 6 pi electrons and acquires considerably good nucleophilic character. So here benzene is nucleophilic in nature, and that's why readily undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions. But if benzene is asked to undergo, or if it is forced to undergo the nucleophilic substitution, some special conditions are needed. In presence of the electron withdrawing substituent, benzene undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction, and here you are getting nucleophilic substitution reaction when there is a presence of electron withdrawing group in the benzene ring, which shows minus I effect, strong minus I effect, and then it undergoes the nucleophilic substitution reaction and the product obtained. So here also the conditions which are necessary are different, and so benzene oftenly gives the electrophilic substitution reaction. Benzene oftenly gives the electrophilic substitution reactions, and so in this topic we are supposed to deal with the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions and the nucleophilic substitution reactions. So first of all we will deal with the electrophilic substitution reactions. Electrophilic substitution reactions. Aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions and of benzene, and so here we will discuss the general mechanism. The general mechanism, and so which will be common for all the different types of electrophilic substitution reactions that we have studied so far, that is nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, alkylation, acylation are some of the common reactions that we have studied so far. And so the mechanism, the general mechanism will be the same in all these reactions. And so it takes place in three steps. It takes place in three steps. So first step is the formation of pi complex. Formation of pi complex. What is the formation of a pi complex? So whenever benzene is allowed to react with a electrophile, now benzene is a nucleophilic compound, and so it attracts the electrophile, that is electron deficient species, by donating this pi electrons to form a sigma bond. And so this electrostatic attraction that takes place between the electrophile and the benzene ring, this attraction which is being taking place is termed as your formation of pi complex. As it comes in a very close vicinity, this is the first step. And the second step is the formation of sigma complex. Formation of sigma complex. Or you can say the formation of what we can say here, as it is going to donate the electron pair, you are going to get the formation of a carbocation. You are going to get the formation of a carbocation. Means here, as they come very close to each other, they are attracted, they are getting attached with each other, and this electrostatic attraction gets converted into the sigma bond. This benzene ring donates the electron pair to this electron deficient species and forms the sigma bond with electrophile, forms a sigma bond with electrophile. And so by giving the pi electron to the electrophile, this carbon acquires positive charge, and so this is termed as your sigma complex, or it is termed as your carbonium ion, or it is termed as your carbonium ion. And this carbonium ion, once formed, then the proton, that is the third step, in which aromatization of the sigma complex, aromatization of sigma complex is going to take place. Means this carbocation or the electron deficient system, which is obtained by forming a electrophile carbon sigma bond, here this electron pair of the proton is donated to the carbonium ion, and here you get the formation of the product, that is the benzene with electrophilic substitution, and the H plus is set free. Means here the product which is obtained is aromatic in nature. Means we can say that the aromatic character in the electrophilic substitution reaction is retained. Means the aromatic character remains as it is. And so these are the three important steps in the general mechanism of the aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. And so we are supposed to study the different types of electrophilic substitution reactions, that are nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, alkylation, and acylations, which are going to proceed in the same way. The stepwise discussion of all these reactions will be the same. It will proceed with the formation of the pi complex, sigma complex, and aromatization. Only the step that will be different is the formation of the electrophile, because formation of electrophile of the different types of reagents is different, because we are going to use nitrogen mixture for nitration, sulfuric acid for sulfonation, halogens in presence of your Lewis acid for halogenation. So in this way, the reagents will be different, and so the way of formation of the electrophile will be different. And so we will discuss all these different mechanisms one by one from the next lecture. Thank you very much.